All right, Duncan, you want to talk about the solution that we came up with for changing out the worm gear for the treadmill with a... You said this was a... What kind of gear?
I remember it being called the sunflower gear. Don't quote me on that, though.
All right. So, motor turns it... Motor down there, turns it. Watch the little thing spin. And then that affects this other gear. So it translates that motion. Go ahead and talk about it a little bit.
Each of these little things, these little bead things, those push each other at just the right time.
Let's do it slow so you can see it turning.
Well, the problem is that the camera's not on the right side.
I guess you get a pretty good view over here.
Really? Okay. Anyway, so each little bead pushes each other at just the right angle, and
that turns
this axle. This is the crazy part. That turns this axle that has a gear on it, and when that gear turns, this gear follows it, and then that gear. These three are bevel gears, which means that they can turn at 90-degree angles a lot easier than two normal gears. So anyway, like I was saying, this is turning at the 90-degree angle that I was talking about, and that
there.
Yeah, this right here.
And so what does that do?
Well, that turns this axle.
That runs down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that gear turns.
Oh yeah, there's a gear, and that turns the big gear.
Yeah, which
drives not treadmill. What do we call this? Conveyor belt.
The conveyor belt. Yeah. Now inside the conveyor belt, there's two wheel things. You probably won't be able to see them, maybe, but they're like gears, but for specifically these treads.
They have little cog things that touch the tread, right?
Yeah.
And you've got wheels here. What are these for?
These are to make sure that they run, that they don't like droop down.
This whole thing was drooping.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys put wheels on it to prop it up?
Yeah.
Okay. And these
are to make sure that the food goes in a straight line.
It falls out and then plops down here rather than bumbling out some crazy way. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Backwards. Uh-oh, skipping a little bit. Might have messed something up during the demo. We can tighten that up. Do you see what's skipping?
I feel like it's in this area.
Probably. All right.
So what we used to have was this, and there's a worm gear inside and when you spin the worm gear, this other gear turns because it slowly but surely turns the other gear because the little, I don't know what you call those, the things on the screw.
Teeth?
Teeth, yeah. The teeth.
Tines, maybe? Teeth? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so why did we change from a worm gear to this other contraption?
Because the worm gear was so slow that...
you see every rotation of the worm gear
is like 0.7 of a rotation.
Very little turning of these other gears, and so it was taking forever. So we had a real challenge finding another solution.
And this is
with our existing other apparatus. Finding a solution to translate one direction into another isn't that big a deal, but they've got this other apparatus they have to make it compatible with because they didn't want to start from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So this part is what changed. And previously, they had an axle that went from here all the way to here. Their new solution involved the axle running down the middle, but that meant the axle's in the wrong place. So they simply added a gear, against my advice, added a gear and translated that over into the spot where the other one used to go, and it works fine. Or we're catching on something right now, but we'll get that figured out. All right, good job. Good job. Have a good one. Thank you, everybody.